Hi everybody, my name is Carrie Elkin and I'm here today to talk about my healthy living theme of the month / yoga off the mat practice, which this month is all about immune health and possibly moving into a detox or a cleanse. So if you practice yoga on the mat with me, we do lots of stretches and breathing exercises. My yoga off the mat practices, such as this webinar, are based on the Ayurvedic tradition, the sister science of yoga, which is basically the science of life and living healthy. So it's to challenge you to not just practice yoga on the mat, but practice yoga off the mat. So let's learn about building your immune system, how to support your immune system in today's presentation. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you. And let's us begin. How much do you really know about your immune system and how it works? In the body, your immune system is actually responsible for protecting your health from infection, sickness, and disease. We're going to get to know your immune system a little better during this webinar, and we're going to make sure to cover reducing your risk of contagious diseases, learning how your immune system actually works, and then finally giving your immune system a boost. Studies of people living together have shown that air quality, food, stress levels, sleep patterns, and lifestyle choices have a very strong combined effect on our immune responses. How much do you actually know about your immune system? Infectious disease may no longer be among the leading causes of death, but are still prevalent in today's society. It's important to understand the process of immunity to maintain a healthy immune system. So let's take a look at a few ways to protect yourself and others from contagious conditions, and then we'll move on to chronic conditions. So here's some questions for you. Why is rinsing your hands with only water not effective? The skin is your body's first line of defense to prevent outside pathogens from entering your body. So it's important to wash your hands. Viruses are surrounded by a layer of fat. So you need the soap. Just water won't work. How long does it take for soap to pull apart viruses? 20 seconds. So no matter how healthy your immune system is, there are times when it can't fight off a new invader. If someone who has the flu coughs, sneezes, or even talks closely, you can inhale droplets of the virus even if they are 2 to 3 feet away. Additionally, germs can live on hard surfaces like doorknobs for hours. Perhaps wearing a mask will become the new normal during flu season. Here's some more questions for you. What percentage of alcohol does a hand sanitizer need in order to be effective? 60%. Can you name the world's most infectious killer? Tuberculosis. It's a bacterial infection that most commonly affects the lungs, but can affect any organ in the body. It has plagued mankind throughout known history and has killed more than any other bacteria. The immune system is built on millions of cells called leukocytes. Leukocyte cells are white blood cells that originate in our bone marrow. They circulate in the blood and body fluids. They're involved in counteracting foreign substances and disease. The main component of the immune system includes white blood cells, antibodies, lymphatic system, spleen, bone marrow, and thymus. The skin is your body's first line of defense to prevent outside pathogens from entering the body. The gut also plays a crucial role in immunity, as up to 80% of your immune cells are actually created within the gut. So it's the #1 reason to be mindful of what's going into your gut and care for it. There's 2 main groups of leukocytes. Lymphocytes, which are T and B cells, and phagocytes, which actually trigger the immune response. Your immune systems are your immune system's most powerful allies. Lymphocytes create antigens for specific pathogens and kill them or escort them out of the body, and phagocytes ingest harmful bacteria. Antigens are molecules capable of stimulating an immune response. Antibodies, on the other hand, are proteins produced by B cells of the immune system in response to exposure to antigens. Each antibody recognizes a specific antigen. B cells and T cells fight off the threat by producing antibodies. The immune system signals the production of antibodies to attack harmful invaders. Each invader triggers its own unique antibody. The immune system doesn't act alone. It will recruit other systems, like the nervous system, in order to elicit an adequate response. This is because communication with the brain is complicated, since it's usually isolated by the blood-brain barrier. Therefore, cytokines have to take alternative routes, for example, the vagus nerve. True or false, your immune system stops you from ever getting ill? False. Yes, the immune system does protect you from illness, but it cannot protect against large amounts of new pathogens. What it does do is save the information gained during an attack so that the next time you're exposed to that specific pathogen, it can take action. The immune system saves lives, and here's how it works. A series of sensors within the system detects an invading pathogen, like a bacteria or a virus. Then the sensor signals other parts of the system to kill the pathogen and eliminate the infection. This process occurs all day long without us even knowing. Without an immune system, our bodies would be open to attack from bacteria, viruses, and parasites, and more. The first line of defense is our innate immunity. This includes the skin, mucous membranes of the throat, and the gut. So did you know that 80% of your immune system is located in your gut? There are trillions of beneficial bacteria located in your gut, good bacteria, to absorb nutrients and aid in the immune system in fighting disease. Keeping this population healthy and strong is arguably your strongest defense against colds, cases of the flu, and many other diseases. You can replenish your gut flora daily by incorporating wholesome fermented foods and drinks into your diet, like yogurt, kefir, sauerkraut, kimchi. When your immune system goes awry, sometimes your immune system mistakenly attacks healthy tissues in the body. This is called an autoimmune disease. For example, multiple sclerosis, lupus, rheumatoid arthritis, psoriasis. So what happens when your immune system goes haywire? Allergies. Anyone have allergies out there? How friendly you're feeling could be linked to your immune system. This can be an evolutionary mechanism to reduce the spread of infection. So researchers at the University of Virginia School of Medicine have theorized that a substance that helps the immune system fight invaders is also linked to social behavior, which is one of the ways we become exposed to pathogens. When they blocked the Ig molecule in the brain of mice, the mice reacted less sociably. When they restored the function, the mice's brains returned to normal, as did their social behavior. Pretty interesting, so it makes sense why we're grumpy when we're not feeling well. Did you know that a fever and inflammation can be good signs? Experiencing a fever can be unpleasant, but it's a sign that your immune system is working to fight off the harmful organisms. Inflammation, such as swelling or redness, also indicates that your immune system is hard at work. So even everyone's immune system is different. Our immune systems generally become stronger during adulthood. This is because as adults, we've been exposed to more pathogens and develop more immunity. We're all born with some level of immunity, but as we go through life, we are exposed to diseases and we build up a library of antibodies to different pathogens. So our immune system and the process of immunity leads to miserable symptoms. Think of the symptoms that you've had when you've had the flu or colds. There's a reason for that. Immunodeficiencies can be caused by a number of ways, including age, obesity, alcoholism. If you feel like you're experiencing immunodeficiencies, definitely speak to your doctor. If you didn't know already, viral diseases are often the product of a host shift from an animal to a human. Is your immune system ready to act? In a healthy individual, the immune system is ready to attack at any moment. However, for people experiencing chronic stress, the immune function may be reduced due to the release of the stress hormone cortisol. What are some ways that you help to relax to combat stress? Have you joined my yoga at your desk yet? It can be done special for your department, or I do them weekly online. Also, yoga on the mat. It can be done private, small group, or during May through October, yoga at the lake. Make sure to join me. Research shows that vitamin C is essential for the growth and repair of tissue all over your body. Because the body cannot make this vitamin, it must be acquired through the diet. Though it may not keep you from catching a cold, there is some evidence that high doses of vitamin C may decrease the length of cold symptoms by as much as 1.5 days for some people. Sources of vitamin C include citrus fruit, tomatoes, strawberries, green and red peppers, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, kiwi fruits. Fact or myth? This is a fact. Studies show that people who eat a lot of them get sick less. The nutrients in them can help your immune system fight viruses and bacteria. Bee pollen is a mixture of enzymes, nectar, honey, flower pollen. And research shows that bee pollen can have an anti-inflammatory, antifungal, and antimicrobial properties in the body. The key is to purchase high-quality local bee pollen to counteract the effect of the local pollen that can trigger allergies. The average adult needs 7 to 8 hours of sleep each night. Sleep deprivation is associated with a number of adverse health effects, including depressed immune system. One of the most critical aspects of a detox is staying hydrated. We can do this every day, detox, just by drinking water. Drinking lots of water will help flush out toxins from your system. So if you regularly experience headaches, depression, blemish, skin, acid reflux, diarrhea, constipation, cravings, trouble sleeping, it is your body telling you something. It is time for a detox. Make sure to watch this month's webinar. Detoxing is a way to treat yourself. This is not a deprivation. It allows your body to rest, slow down, and is a good self-care opportunity. This is an Ayurvedic practice that's been around for thousands of years. So it's a trend. There are some trends out there, but people have been doing this for thousands of years, detoxing, especially right before flu season. It's practiced in many religions too. You can see this month's webinar on cleansing, what exactly a detox is, and learn about the 21-day challenge that I have just by going to yoginicarry.com/landing/cleanse, or just on the main page, yoginicarry.com. Thank you so much for attending this event. I hope this experience left you with some powerful tools to start practicing mindfulness daily. If you're not already connected to me, again, make sure to go to my website to see my monthly themes, not just this cleanse, but every month's healthy living theme is something new because we're moving into November, will be gratitude. So cleansing right into gratitude. I have further reading too, if you would like. Thank you so much for attending. Namaste. I look forward to seeing you in class or during next month's webinar. Namaste.